Hey, Nickie Brown here. No matter where you are and no matter what part of the world you're in, I hope that you're having a good day. So, I wanted to talk about how to get your, how to lose weight, um, and get yourself to whatever goal you have. If you're interested in losing weight, if you're okay with the way that you are, then stay the way that you are. So, this is only for people who actually would like the advice. So, one of the things that I do every day is 100 knee raises. So, just just I do 100 every day. So, you can break them down into sets of 10. So, you can do 10, then another 10 until you reach 100. You can do 20, you can do 25, you could do 50 and 50. But and you if you can do them all at one time, which I think is the best way. Or you could do, say, half in the morning and half in the evening before you go to bed. And then usually though, if you pick a routine, so if you want to do it when you wake up, um, that's good. Or you can choose to do it before you go to bed. I know for myself, if I exercise before bed, it usually keeps me up because it increases my heart rate and and um, it stops me from going to sleep. So I choose to do them during the day. Um, Another thing that I do, which some people find them to be uncomfortable, but if you want your stomach to go down, you have to help it. This is something that older people used to always do and always talk about, especially for women right after they had a baby. They always tell you to wear some type of girdle, right? So nowadays we call them body shapers or waist trainers. It's the same thing. It's a girdle, right? So you need a good girdle though. I have three by the same company. I'm not going to say the name of the company because this is not a paid advertisement, but I will show you. So I was able to take it in, but it does have one more row of hooks, if you can see that. So that's row of hooks goes to here. So I was able to bring it in because I had my waist has gone down. But I'm not necessarily wearing it to have the illusion of a flat stomach, or I'm doing it to help pull the muscles in and flatten the belly, if that makes sense. So once you graduate to um, push, bring the hooks closer, that's one way you'll know that you're making progress. It's one of the shorts, so it stops right here and then it goes here. So you can wear a dress under it. You can wear it under a dress. Um, but the purpose is, again, even if it's hot outside, yes, I sweat. I'm going through menopause, so yes, I get hot with it on. But that's another thing that's helping to release the toxins from your body and help you lose weight. So sweating is actually a good thing. There was a time where I did not sweat. I used to just perspire, I would call it. Like my forehead would maybe like how it is right now. It's like perspiration. Whereas now I sweat, right? I have the air on in my home, so I'm not sweating right now. But yeah. And the third thing I do is intermittent fast. You can intermittent fast for 8 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours, 24 hours. Where basically you give yourself a window of time where you eat. So you may eat one meal a day, and that's what I do a lot of times. I will eat just one meal a day. Um, and Sometimes I won't eat at all. So sometimes I'll do a fast for 24 hours. Sometimes I'll do just an intermittent fast where, like, again, I may just eat one meal a day. And I usually try to eat after 12 o'clock, right? Upon rising, I usually drink water, preferably with lemon, with apple cider vinegar, and it's also good to drink a cup of warm water, like an 8 ounce cup of warm water with baking soda in it. These things will help to detox and flush the body. The lemon water is going to help to shrink your stomach so you won't be able to eat as much. And the apple cider vinegar basically does the same thing because they're both acidic, right? And the baking soda is going to help to bring your body back to an alkaline state. Although that's based on what we eat, I won't get into that. But even if you're still not eating the best, you will still see results. But I do recommend that you eat as healthy as possible. And don't ever call yourself being on a diet. I don't say the word diet anymore. I haven't used that word in years. I just say I eat healthy. And eating healthy for me means what it says in the Bible, that we get everything that we need from the earth, anything that grows on a tree or from the ground, right? That's mainly what my eating consists of. So I do my best to have more fresh fruits and vegetables than anything else, right? I am a pescatarian, so I do still eat fish, but even that, I don't eat fish every day, and I don't eat fish with every meal. I do it in moderation, right? So, and I am weaning myself off of fish, so ideally I am going to get back to being more plant-based, exclusively plant-based. But doctors recommend that you eat anything that swims or flies and that you bake it or broil it instead of frying it, right? So I'm not telling you not to eat meat. That is not what I'm saying. So please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm just telling you what I do, and I'm letting you know that majority of what I eat is fresh fruits and vegetables, preferably organic. And I know you're going to say, oh, but they cost more, but they're healthier for you, right? Pick, you can buy a bag of organic apples for $6 or $7, depending on where you get them from. If you're in the north, ShopRite, Pathmark. If you're in the south, Kroger, Harris Teeter, what's the other one? Publix, Food Lion, Wayfair, wherever you are. Out in west, it's is it Albert's? Whatever grocery, Myers, whatever grocery stores you go to, right? You should be able to find either locally grown or organic fruits and vegetables that are going to be healthier than conventional genetically modified fruits and vegetables. That's what I'm saying, right? So if you have a piece of chicken, again, this is what doctors say. It should be no bigger than your fist, right? So this is your fist. Usually that's about 4 to 6 ounces or so, because some people have a bigger fist than others, right? So usually it's about 4 to 6 ounces, but then the rest of your plate should be mainly vegetables, right? Some people's bodies can metabolize carbs and some people's can't. I'm one of those people. I have to avoid the carbs, even the healthier ones. So anything white, bread, rice, pasta, potatoes. If you want to lose weight, it's best to eat those in moderation if you know that your body. And the way that I tested it was by fasting, right? I was on a very strict plan. And one of the things I was told I can eat was Ezekiel bread, right? Or like some type of flat bread. But I noticed on the days that I ate even one slice of Ezekiel bread, I gained a pound. right? So on the days that I didn't eat that, I would lose a pound. So that confirmed to me that my body does not do well with carbs, even the quote unquote healthy ones, right? So I have to avoid them in order for me to lose weight. Now I can reintroduce them once I've lost weight, but again, everything in moderation. So it's not depriving myself or taking anything. If I want some pasta, I eat pasta and I enjoy it and I don't beat myself up about it. Right? But I know I can't do that all the time or I will gain weight again. And so that's where it is, right? Um so um so we're wearing a body shaper, we're intermittent fasting, we're doing some type of exercise every day. Um, Again, I do knee raises. Um, I also have a physically demanding job, so um, you know, the walking and the different things that I have to do at work also contributes to it. So you may want to incorporate even 10 to 15 minutes of some type of walking or cardio, just to get your heart rate pumping. I do have dumbbells, so even to get rid of the flab, um, which I don't have as I need to use them more, but I one of lifting weights is not my favorite thing. But it's like the top part is I have some muscle forming there, but then the bottom part it's not as big as it was, but I can still work on those some more. Um, I forgot what the last thing was. I have 4 things: exercise, intermittent fasting, wearing a body shaper. I originally started out with 3, but then I said, okay, the fourth one. Hmm. Well, I guess eating healthy is the fourth one. That's right. So, some form of exercise, wearing a body shaper, intermittent fasting, and eating healthy. Because diet is a part of um, losing weight. And again, we don't want to say that we're on a diet, um, because a lot of times when you say you're on a diet, you fail, right? We just want to eat healthy, eat healthier. And again, don't deprive yourself of the things that you enjoy, but you might want to maybe, like, I know The Rock, I think he allows himself to binge eat like every 3 months or something like that. Maybe for you, it's on Saturday. But again, if you eat ice cream or something, don't beat yourself up about it. The next meal, make that some fruit or make that a salad or some type of vegetable that you enjoy, or just drink water, right? A lot of people feel like they're going to die if they miss a meal. You're not going to die. I fasted for like over 70 days. I lost count after a while. And I stopped because I started having heart palpitations because my magnesium and potassium levels were low. That's the only reason I stopped. So I had to reintroduce herbs and teas, to combat that. Because I was just juicing. And obviously, I wasn't doing the right combination of juices. There's a place that I can get fresh coconut water from, but it's about 30 minutes from me. And it wasn't so convenient to get to all the time because coconut water naturally has electrolytes in it. Um, so it's better than your Gatorade and your Powerade and all those other sports drinks. Um, you have to be careful when you buy the coconut water in the container because a lot of those containers, it has mold in them at the bottom. Um, because coconut water is not meant to be in that type of container. It's really meant to be, fresh. even when you get coconuts from the store, you have to be careful, because sometimes once the coconut water starts to turn pink, you can still drink it, but you don't really get the benefits from it once it has turned pink. That means it's lost its potency. Um, so those, I'm not gonna say the name of the company, but a lot of times you'll see coconut water in a bottle in a store, and it's already pink, or it just has a lot of sugar in it. So again, you can buy they have like a stake and a mallet you can use to open up a coconut. So you could always get those off of Amazon. If you want fresh coconut, but again, you have to be careful because you don't know how long you don't know where they were shipped from, and you don't know how long they've been in the store. So you make sure you go to like a good farmer's market or a local market if you can. Like if you live in Florida, I'm sure you can get the freshest of coconut. If you live in the Caribbean, again, you can get fresh coconut. But here in the United States, you have to know where to go to get the goods. So I hope that this was helpful. And if you're on a weight loss journey, again, do some type of exercise. For me, it's 100 leg raises. You can even do some exercises before you get out of bed. Like, oh, and I wanted to show you my other body shaper. Again, they're from the same company. So this one has, so it wraps around. And it's too big now because I've been wearing it. But it has this, you can hook it, and then you zip it. And you know, you wear it like this. That's powder. I put powder on for the sweat because I do sweat a lot now. But anyway, it has like boning in it. Again, that helps to bring your waist in, especially when you're doing those exercises. And of course, you're drinking your water. But yeah, that's how that one goes. And it covers what they call the fupa, right? I have some full body ones that is like the short, but it goes all the way up to even cover up the boobs. So you have to wear whatever you like. I also have the, I don't know if y'all remember Body Magic in the back of the day. I have one of those. So that has the boning as well, and it's corseted in it, but it has a wider strap at the top. And it has the breast part out instead of it being covered. So I have some like that I just got from a beauty supply store, and it just, you know, ching, ching, ching. Let me see if I can find one. So this was only $10 from the beauty supply store. And again, same concept. You just wrap it around. And I bought a medium and a large. So I started out obviously with the large, and then I went down to the medium. It has a little hole in it. I've worn it, washed it, worn it, washed it. So anyway, you understand the concept. It's just, again, something to hold you in. Yeah, I'm not doing all of that, but yeah, it holds you in. So you don't have to pay a lot of money for them. I think this one might have been $50. And I think these short ones maybe have been 30 or 40 or something like that. I don't remember. And then I think the one-piece one maybe was like $80. I know the Body Magic, back in the day when they were popular, I know I paid like probably $125 for that thing. But I've had it for I want to say I got it in like 2010. So I've had it for a good 15 years and it still works. So, um, I don't, I keep my stuff and I take care of it. Um, and I usually I do my best to get stuff on sale. So that's why I said I think that one was $50 because I know I got it on sale. Majority of the time I go to the clearance rack or I'm buying something on sale. Very rarely, and very rarely do I pay full price for anything. Um, but again, this is for health. So to me, it's not like, these things to me are important. Like I have other body shapers, like I have a panty girdle. I have quite a few of them. Um, and the panty girdle, before I lost weight, so I didn't tell you that. Since January, I think the last time I weighed myself, maybe I started before January because I said, oh, I want to lose weight before my birthday. And my birthday is February. So I don't remember if I started November, December, January. I think I might have started in January. So I'm going to say since January, I've lost probably at least 45 pounds. I know the scale said like 196. I'm pretty sure I have a video weighing myself. And I think by my birthday, I think I was down at least 10 pounds. Let me weigh myself. Yeah, I'm down to 149. So that's a good 50, almost 50 pounds. So, yeah, because 196, yeah. So, again, and I've been doing the things that I explained every day. Even if I miss a day or two, it's not often. I usually do it 7 days a week, even when I'm at home. Or even if I do take a break on my, on certain days, I get right back to it. So, I'll let you see. And the exercising does help shape your, like, you can do some of these. We have ladders at work, and sometimes I'll step up on the ladder, and then I forget what they're called, but we're gonna call them kickbacks. So I'll do those kickbacks, and that helps to lift the derriere. And a lot of times I'm lifting, so you can lift your boobs, but they are going to turn more into muscle. So it depends on you whether or not you want a slightly more masculine look, and you're okay with that, then you can do like shoulder press, or so you can just do them up, or you can take like a dumbbell and you can go behind your head. So either shoulder press up or do the ones that go behind your head. But into, you want to, like if you're laying on a flat bench and you're pressing up, all this is going to help to work out those chest muscles. But it's more about diet. I said I was going to use the word diet. It's more about the way you eat than anything else. Losing weight has a lot to, and you have to burn more calories than you take in. So if you have a job where you sit down, you have to get up and move, or you're going to continue to gain weight because you're just eating. So you're putting in more calories and you're not moving. You have to move. You have to, especially as we get older. If you don't use it, you lose it. Right? So if you're not using those muscles, you're going to turn into flab and you're going to become weaker. I'm 50. So I've seen, people in my relatives, and other, people I've known, friends, I've seen them get sick because they were sedentary. They were sitting and not moving. You have to move. Move your body. Even if you dance. I love to dance. I dance all the time too. Um, and could care less if somebody's watching because it's about me and my health. And dancing also elevates your mood, right? I do my best not to listen to too much music because the frequency is not good for us. So I don't listen to it often, but I still move my body often. Um, so um, dancing, just moving. Again, if you have rhythm, if you don't have rhythm, who cares? Move your body, and so that's what you do. So I hope that all of these things were helpful. I don't think I forgot anything. But as always, I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Love y'all. Mwah.